ringside, Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Thomas and Mack Center, just off the Vegas Strip, for our main event of the evening. Scheduled for 12 rounds in the light heavyweight division. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened. Round number 1, scheduled for the championship distance of 12. Teddy, most ringside experts feel that this is very much going to be a tactical fight.
Yeah, both these guys throw punches like they're paying for them. And guess what? They're both cheapskates.
Teddy, what do you look for early on when you're analyzing a fight of two power punchers facing off against each other that gives you a clue as to which way this is going?
Who's doing the little things a little bit better? Who's using the jab? Who's controlling range? Hey, who's thinking better?
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Good snapping jab.
That's what you need to get inside. Hey, Joe, if you're going to rob a bank, you need a smoke screen so the guards don't see you coming. You want to get inside? Use the jab.
Good scoring shot. It was a straight right.
Let's go.
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of him. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
That's a stinging right hand by Sweet Pea. He got a lot into that uppercut. Nice work by Sweet Pea. Unable to land clean by Sweet Pea. Last 10 seconds. Good step back counterpunch there. End of round 1. Jacobs has got to wake up to the fact that he just lost that last round. And the reason he did was because he wasn't efficient. He wasn't accurate. Yeah, he was throwing punches. He wasn't landing many.
No, he's throwing them from too far away. They're too wide. He needs to shorten them up, get into better range, and use that jab as a finder.
Not precise at all by Sweet Pea. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sweet Pea. And now he's targeting upstairs. Jacobs' right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. And a good counter by Sweet Pea. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Sweet Pea. Able to cover up that gut. Jacobs is out there just waiting on a counterpunch, isn't he?
Yeah, well, first of all, why is he? Because he knows if he walks in, he's going to get caught. So what he wants to do is, he knows there's basically a guard at that door. He's trying to get that guard to get out of there so he can go through that door.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Right to the body. Nicely timed 1-2. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence, and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he's doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I notice is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
Jacobs' right hand scores well that time. Sweet Peas showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Keep working the body.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Sweet Peas proving to be elusive. A well-targeted jab that time.
And that's exactly what you need when you want to stay on the outside. Something to keep you away from your opponent.
Way to block there. Sweet Peas able to land a good, solid left hand. Commits to the straight right. Jacobs' punch didn't come close.
Let's see some more head.
Sweet Peas' right hand scores well.
That's it, just like that.
Blocks the headshot. 10 seconds to go in this round.
Keep working the body.
Sweet Peas enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard, the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. Jacobs' right hand working well that time. He scored well. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort.
Beat him to the punch.
Getting rid of that punch from his opponent. Well blocked by Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that? A credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
He just missed that shot up top.
Still not moving enough. Move. He's tired.
How about that left hand? And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
You're not focusing. You're doing great.
Seconds to go in the fourth. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. And we come to the end of the round. Jacobs' pure aggression got to his opponent in that last round. He looks fresh, his opponent doesn't. He missed with that headshot. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Jacobs is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Double up your punches.
Halfway into round number 5 here. Well, he goes to the gut with a right hand. Well timed by Sweet Pea. He took a step back, landed the counter punch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
He brings it right back. Big shot upstairs. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Come on!
Blocks a shot and then does nicely to work on his own. Jacobs is really in a groove right now, landing that straight punch.
Well, what he's doing is he's staying outside at the right distance. He's getting his opponent, you know, sort of lean in a little bit, and then bang, that straight shot is right there.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Sweet Pea.
You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Jacobs is feeling the sting of that big uppercut.
Come on, kid.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. A little something of his own. Blocks a shot, brings back the uppercut.
Hey, hey! Let's go!
Scores up top with a left. And he's holding. Halfway through this round here. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Scored well with the left downstairs. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Sweet Pea's timing with his head movement has been ideal. We have not seen his opponent being able to land anything clean up top tonight.
No, because his opponent is not making the proper adjustments. You know, when the head is moving, the body's still there. You can't catch the head. Go downstairs to the body. You paralyze that head. You start to take that movement away. Before you know it, the guy's not quite as elusive.
Yep, yep!
Final 10 seconds. And that's the end of round 6. Jacobs is, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
That's okay, let's go! You got this one!
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Sweet Pea's got to be really careful there, Teddy. I mean, he's leaving himself wide open.
And what's going to happen next? See, you know, he's leaving himself open. He hasn't paid for anything yet, but that will be coming before you know it.
Halfway through the 7th round.
That's what I like to see!
Nice work on the right hand by Sweet Pea. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. If that keeps up, this is going to be a good night. The right hand scored by Sweet Pea. What a counter shot by Sweet Pea. 10 seconds to go in the 7th. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. And the round comes to an end. Sweet Pea's been in control of this fight here in these middle rounds. He's built a slight lead on your scorecard as we start round number 8. But, Teddy, we often talk about focus. This is where it comes into play, of not just blowing it.
No, this is what the old timers used to say when they used to remind you, and they used to say to me sometimes, you know, there's no 3, 4, 5 round title fights. They all long fights. A lot of guys could be a champ if it was only a few fights. You have to keep it up all night.
Jacobs' work rate is very high. I looked at the punch stats, and you can see that he's a busy guy. I don't think he's an effective guy, though. A lot of these aren't landing.
Well, you have a reason to think that, Joe. Guess what? I agree. They're not landing.
Good effective work with that straight right hand. "90 seconds to go here in this round. Sweet Pea's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Nice work. Nice work.
And he just holds on there. Sweet Pea's well off the mark that time. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. And round 8 comes to an end.
Good.
Sweet Pea's corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up things. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring, where at least his good eye is in front.
That's it, just like that.
Now hugging on the inside. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Jacobs. 90 seconds into the 9th round. Good looking counter punch. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Jacobs. Jacobs is left now getting into the mix. See him trying to cut down that tree with a well-placed right hand. Sweet Pea's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch.
Hey, gotta see that coming. Let's go.
Last 10 seconds of the 9th round.
The hook.
End of the round of what has been a very close and highly competitive fight. Teddy, how do you see this right now?
I see it almost dead even. And I see whoever finishes the rounds, because in these kind of tight rounds, if you finish up good, the judges remember that.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Sweet Pea. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Sweet peas reckless. There's really no other way to describe it right now with the way he's punching than to say it's reckless.
It's reckless, and in a moment, he's going to pay a price for that recklessness.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Jacobs. Halfway through round 10.
You gotta protect yourself.
Jacobs has done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. And now he scores well with the straight right. Jacobs is left, landing well. And that's the end of round 10. Good steady work in the recent rounds by him as we look at your scorecard, Teddy. Round number 11 underway, and that momentum that he's been carrying through to this point has evened up the fight.
And he has to do just what he's doing. But now it's up to his opponent now to get a little kick in the backside and say, hey, I let him get back into it. I got to get back. I got to pick it up.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Beat it to the punch.
Keep moving, keep moving. Uppercut.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Halfway through this 11th round. Flush right hand to the head. Jacobs is still shaking after feeling that uppercut. A fierce right hand by Sweet Pea. Stunned, but all of a sudden now surviving.
Keep working the body.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Well placed, straight right hand.
He's tired. He's tired.
Missed the body shot.
Yeah.
10 clicks of the talk. A headshot blocked. And round 11 comes to an end. Jacobs' approach to these remaining rounds is going to be critical. I think you do, that he's trailing on the scorecards, but I also think that he's capable of turning things around.
Well, right now it's so close, it's going to come down to the inside, I believe. Whoever does not make those solid agreements, doesn't sign their name to the contract. You know, you get a little tired, gets a little tough. You put your hands behind the guy, you hope the guy grabs and he goes along with it. Whoever doesn't go along with that, whoever brings their hands back and throws those punches, those 2, those 3, those 4 extra punches, they're going to win the fight.
Sweet Pea's defense has been just unbelievable tonight. I mean, Teddy, it takes such appreciation seeing a guy putting forth his craft like this.
Yeah, you do, and that's why he's able to have such a long career. That's why he's able to be, you know, so consistently good, because he doesn't take a lot. He doesn't get worn out. He's fresh.
Halfway through this 12th and final round. Nice strike after catching one by Jacobs. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Final minute of this final round of this fight. Jacobs' punch is far off the target.
Head and body. Head and body.
Good right hand. Now he ties up there.
Keep doing what you're doing.
I say it all the time. You never know what you're going to get in this sport. We never thought this fight would go the distance.
No, early on it looked like Frazier and Ali. I mean, it's Miller and Manila. Who thought we'd wind up with a little ballet down the stretch?
That's a well-earned victory by Sweet Pea. And it's nice to see when not only all three judges have it for him, but your scorecard agrees.
Yeah, it is. That doesn't mean I'm going to hang out with these guys or go to dinner with them afterwards, but right now